Hi everyone, it's Rachel here. So I went ahead and continued to glue on my book pages on from yesterday, Carol's idea. Super long now. So what I did on one side, I did the more decorated pages, and I did go ahead because I had a lot of plain scraps. I went ahead and did the back as well. So it's, as you can see, it's very long, so I can't fit it all on screen. So, but I thought what we'd do in this video is start to chop it up. Sorry, I've just moved. I'm just going to, so I've got this, you know, I've pulled everything out of my what do you call it? My box. And so I'm just going to put it all back in. Not all of it, but some of it that I might like to use. Should have done that before. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And that way we can start decorating the pages, the whatever we decide to do. I'll just put those there because they're kind of in my way. And you know, you'd think you get through a whole lot of scraps doing this kind of thing, but you really don't. It's a problem. So it's a nice size. I actually found this faster than doing like a big piece of paper. So yeah, it's a nice size doing it with these book pages. Maybe I should tell you about the height. I can't find my other ruler. I'll just use this ruler. So the height in centimetre, I don't know what, I don't have inches on here. It's 18 centimetres. So, yeah, so not like, yeah, so it's good height. It fits in my little cutter here. The other thing I noticed about this project is it's really great. So we have all these glue books that we use, but you actually end up, when you're doing a lot of collaging and making journals and stuff, you really do end up with even more pages than you could, I'm keeping those bits, more pages than you could possibly use folded up. So this is a really great way because you glue on here and then you attach it along in your long row of collaging, and it's a really great way to use up those pages. So I'm just going to randomly start cutting different sizes. So sometimes I like long tags, sometimes I like short tags. So I'm just going to cut them and see what we get. See, that's one side. That's one. See, that can be a flip out, can be decorated. I might do a wider one. What I might do here is quite a wide tag. And I could decide to just trim off a little bit off the bottom if I wanted to. I'll do another way. I'll catch that, a bit of that flower there. Now, I'm not scanning this because I've used original Florentine papers that are protected by copyright here. But I've used my, speaking Italian, I've used my own pages, but then I've also used, this is Manu Design Studio. This is Tim Holt. So I've used other people's papers. So therefore I will not scan it. If I used everything that was public domain or my own designs, yes, of course, I would probably decide to, now I'm going to do them wider, and I'll get two journaling cards or pockets from that. And I might just, oh no, I won't do any of that. I'm just going to trim it. And the other thing I thought, which could be cool, I brought it in here, so maybe a way to store it. I haven't tried it, but I don't, because it would be all like curvy, but you could possibly store them on like a cling wrap tube or parchment paper tube or whatever, if you didn't want to cut it all up. But I'm actually just going to cut it all up, and then I'll just have a stock of fabulous bases. So now I'm doing them a bit bigger, so these might be pockets or journaling cards. I'm going to end up with a stock of lots of pieces that I can then just grab and make quick ephemera. I love this, Carol. Thank you so much for sharing such a fabulous idea. I love how you sort of fell upon it too. And I've got bits that I haven't glued down very well, but that's okay. Like, you can just fix that at a later date. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so I love how Carol just sort of, she started doing one, and then I think that's what she said, Carol, and then she continued on and ended up doing, just kept on going and ended up with this big long thing. But I've never seen it before. I think it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So great way to use up both book pages really quickly, and also I might try. I think I might have my join there. I'll trim that bit there. Also, great way to get bases, use up your scraps, use up your book pages, all in one hit. I might do a longer one. Of course, you could hinge these as well, like I showed in my previous video, and see how quick it was to trim all of that. In 2 shakes of a leg, we've trimmed it. You could also leave them sort of book page size and trim them and do, what do you call them? You could do book pages. That's what I want to say. I'm not going to trim those till I decide what I want to do with them, but I am going to trim these longer ones. Now that one, yep, about that way. That's good. I mean, they're funny shapes sometimes if I didn't cut them wide enough, but that, you know, that's fine with me. You know me, I don't care. Just go with it. And I love doing these things because I love to see what it looks like when you've cut it up. You get really cool bases. Oh, and the other order of business today is, first of all, Lulu apologised for being rude yesterday, which is great. Thank you, Lulu. I appreciated that. I was really happy with my insistence with her because, in actual fact, she discovered that she had listened to the anti-bullying, and it's very important. I've got my point across that it was a very important thing to listen to. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm thinking I'm going to do the what's it called, the see, this could be a pocket or a tag. Your back's already ready. All you need to do is decorate it. Love that. I want to do the 100-day project again because I really enjoyed it last year. It was a bit stressful at times, but I did enjoy it. And oh, isn't that pretty? I did enjoy it, and but I'm wondering, what will I do? Does anybody have any thoughts about it? What will I do? I got this book the other day. Oh, I already bought that. I might have just bought it again. What a goose. Let's have a look at it. It's called The Wild Flowers of Britain and Northern Europe. Oh, well, I think I bought it twice. Unless there's 2 versions. But I just thought there's some really great smaller images here to cut out. Smaller ones that can fit on things. So I need to do some fussy cutting, don't I? That's a great book. And then, oh, and the other exciting thing I got was the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady colouring in book. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull that apart and tea dye it, and it's just going to go in as pages in journals. I thought that is a lot of fun. And then what else? Oh, I just brought over some books. I'm a bit distracted, aren't I? Better get concentrating. I brought over the complete book of British birds. Oh, there's photographs. I don't want photographs. Oh, I love ducks. So lots of images of birdies here. And I brought over this. I had bought this secondhand, not very expensive, on Amazon. And I thought there could be something super cute. I'd forgotten about that. How cute are those images? I wanted to use them in things. Really cute. I might tea dye some of this too. Aren't I terrible? Well, I bought it to cut up. I did. I can go and buy another one if I want to keep a copy. There you go. So I brought that over. I don't know why. I didn't really need that one. What I would like probably more is my concise one. And I had some pages flying around somewhere. I had the whole book flying around somewhere, actually. Where's it gone? Because it's all on my table, you see. Here it is. No, wait. Talk about this all. See, it's now no longer in the box, which is confusing to me. Oh, there's a good one. We can use that. it's all flying around the table now because I've become more disorganized than ever. You'd think this project would organize me, but no, it's just sent me all over the place. Here we go. Here's some birds we might like. I can't remember what book they came from. Some old book pages. We're full of old book pages, aren't we? God, so many. Goodness gracious. That's I might keep that out, that Iosia. There's some things I was looking for. There's some more birds. They're mini birds. I think they might just have to be made into a tag or something. I know I've got images here. I mean, this box literally lives with this pile of stuff, plus all of these little packets with the little scraps. They all just, oh, isn't that nice? But that's not going to go on anything. They just sort of sit on my table because they're like go-to grab things. There might be something there. There's a bird, but that's only little. Just trying to pull out some things that we might like to use. I might like to use in the collaging, in the creating process. Snus. Okay, so I've gathered all of that mess up. Okay, I'll put that back over there, but I do have other pages, I know, because I had them when I was working on my other project. And I did shove some things out of the way over here. Here they are. Got them. There they are. That's what I'm looking for. Don't fall down. Please don't fall down. Okay, so these are good things. These are from the Concise Flower Book, whatever it's called. I can't remember. And then that's just from a book. I've shown you that book before. I can't remember what that one's called either. It's in the box behind me. Okay, so let's see. So I've got this. So I was thinking on this one I'd probably like something long. Like those two flowers or something like that could be nice. The good thing about this book is it's not double-sided. So it's writing on the back. And where am I? Now I had my other scissors. I saw them before. I did. I've got these things printed on vellum too. So we could use some of those. Vellum, tracing paper I should say, is more correct. Tracing paper. I think I've covered my... I had my other... Oh, here they are to the right of me. Excuse me. I knew I saw them. I'm just going to do really whizzy cutting around this one. Really whizzy. We won't do too many because you've seen me collage a million times. I'm sure it's all like, yeah, right. Seen that, been there, done that. So I might have to cut these out, even though they kind of go together. I'm going to cut them out individually. I'm not going too fussy cutting. I'm just whizzing around really quickly. Yeah, so what was I talking about? I was talking about the 100-day project. So I was just wondering, should it just be 100 days of crafting? Does anybody have any thoughts? Because, you know, I do have thoughts about it, but then I think, can I do 100 days of that? Like, I might start running out of ideas. I could do like 100 days of sort of inspired projects, as in the sense something that I've been inspired by someone else to do, like what I've seen on Pinterest or even on YouTube, to do my take on other things that I've seen around. That I probably could manage. But yes, but sometimes they might be things that might take more. I might have to just call it 100 days of craft. Well, it can be inspired projects, but sometimes the day, that might not be something new every day. If it's a bigger project that takes me a bit longer to make, it might have to be, you know, might be day 9 and 10 is that one thing. What does everybody think? I'm open for suggestions. I might not feel like I can do everyone's suggestion, but yeah, if you're going to make a suggestion, it needs to be something that I could find 100 days of inspiration, because it's quite hard. I don't know if anybody else has tried to do it, but it's quite hard. And also, I don't want it to be something that, well, I can be boring, but I don't want it to be too boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, think, oh God, not another day of that sort of thing. And I just feel like, you know, I could do another 100 days of collage or something like that, but then that's just what I did last year, so I don't see the point in doing that. I probably end up doing similar things because, you know, how far can you stretch your imagination? I just want to see. I think I might like these flowers. I do like them there, but I might like them here. It's a nice big tag. Might need another flower. Sorry. Just think I might need another one. Might just make it a little garden. I'll just have a little garden going. I'm just trying to think. I might cut this one. Of course, these pages are very nice to use to just to put in a journal, or to create an envelope with, or oh, excuse me. Yeah, create envelopes with. You know, when I did the acetate, I think I did one with a acetate window in it and that sort of thing. Just make big tags out of them too would be nice. Actually, I'm going to do that. I think I started doing that once and then I didn't proceed. Don't know why. Got distracted. I get distracted easily. I think there was something else I wanted to say as well. I can't remember. It's a business day today. It's quite warm here. Unusually warm. It's a bit like tiny bit colder than winter in Sydney, but it's pretty warm. But it's like spring weather for Italians. So, you know, normally around sort of between 13 and 15 degrees is during the day is Celsius is springtime here. I need to sit down and just do some fussy cutting at night, I think. So I just want to see which out of these two did I prefer to put my little floral happenings on. Oh, I quite like them separated. I feel like, you know, you need a third thing, but that's not going to fit on that one, is it? So if I put them, that one there, that one there, no, that's not going to work. They're a little bit fiddly, these long spindly flowers. Well, they're not wide enough to have a garden on them. I could overlap them. Oh yeah, I think I'll do something like that. Is that weird? Or what about this one that's plainer, where they might stand out more? You know me, guys, decisions are the worst. Have that one down a bit, that one up slightly. Because I do like things, I like that one, I think. They stand out more, that's why. I like things to be a little bit clashy sometimes. You know, that's not clashy. The other choice, that was more clashy and more busy. Sometimes I like that. I might just add, I'm feeling like I need to add just a tiny piece, even though this is just an antique piece of, it's actually, I don't know if it's a hemp or a mix. It's quite light. And I'd like to see if I could, might be one of those tough ones to tear. Let's see. Oh no, super easy. How about that? I surprised myself. I might just like a little bit of textile on there. I like to mix up the texture. Take those off. And I'm going to, oh, I need to put some more glue under there because that was very bodgy gluing yesterday. If I move these away, they'll stop pushing me off screen, won't they? I'll just, look, I mean, look at the pile of things to decorate. Just going to put that there. And sometimes I like it to even just hang off the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to start gluing these. Now that one was on the right. Try not to press too hard. My glue needs to warm up. It's the first gluing of the day. It starts to warm up and then it comes off easier. I did use a lot of glue. I probably used, no, I didn't use a whole glue stick, but I used a lot of glue yesterday when I did that, the big long thing of collaging. So that's that. And then we'll do this one. I just wish there were more hours in the day. I really do. It'd be so much better. I'm just going to make that one glue there because I need space for this one. And there we go. And then I think I'm going to cut that in a tag shape. I'll just grab that. So that was there. Flip it over and get you nice. Oh, I've got a bit of chocolate on my thumb. I didn't eat chocolate. We made wholemeal chocolate chip muffins. Lulu made them the other day. She's decided she likes baking, so I come and assist. And I'm going to put something there. And so I just had one for breakfast because this is how organised I am. Now that I did Tracy's project, look how organised I am here. This is all of Tracy's kits in here. And what I'm going to get, and I'm not allowed to use these in my other journal that I'm making because these are not normally on my table. They are not on my table at all. So that's why I haven't been using them for that. I would have loved to use them, but I can't. Because we're only using what's on the table. Or at that time, what was on the table. So, and these were not. Oh, I can see exactly this one or that one. So, or that one. So there's this beautiful blue one here. These are the Exhibit Botanical Specimens ephemera. I'd love to say, if I remember, I'll link it in the description box below, but I might not. But then if I don't, it's in my last design team project that I just did for Tracy. I linked it there because I used a lot of this in hers. So I will remember to put these all away. So, but if you ever catch me using Tracy's labels in my other project, just tell me off in a nice way. There we go. I like that one. So I'll put that aside. I'll put that on top of the box. I'm going to go and buy another one of those things because they're really good for, especially like, well, Jaff's kits wouldn't fit in there because there's so many of them and they're so abundant. But I could put Amy's in there, in one of those, because, or even my own could go in those because they're starting to become more abundant. So I'm just going to put it off to one side. Or I might just slide it down a bit because I might put some sort of trim up there. I'm not sure. There we go. So how cool is that? That's a tag. Already done. Lovely collage background. And I like that. Put that one aside. Let's do something else. So here we've got a little bit of a gondola there. I just wanted to see over here in my, this is always on my table, there's some washi tape. That's, I had some washi tape pulled out for, I think I did it for Tracy's. I quite like that there. And I could use that in my, I could decide to use that in my, I'm just going to have a look in here. Oh, now what's that? I can see a bit of a, I might, you know, keep that tag in my other project. Let me just see if this will look nice anyway. Could put that up there. Yes, I like that. And what else? Oh, that's nice. That's just the end. That was on the spine of a book. I keep those. I love keeping those things. If they've got, you know, if they're interesting. Look at that one. Yeah, when I pull the books apart, or if I've altered a book, I might prefer this one. Just let me see. If I've altered, see, you might have to collage a little bit more, a little bit of something else. If you see, I might like that. No, I liked it that way. And then I'm going to put some textile. I'll keep that out. I might use that. So I'm just going to glue. I hate gluing these things down. Excuse me, I shouldn't use that word. I dislike, immensely dislike, gluing down doilies. You have to be correct on YouTube, or otherwise the YouTube police will get us. There we go. I like that. Just added a little bit of texture. I'm just going to take this little piece of white off here because it's too much. See, I've got all of that there from the old book page, and I am covering it up, but I felt like I needed some more script down in that area. What I meant when I first started the video, I'll keep that sort of line there because you can, it's different colour. I meant you end up with a lot of these folded over to collage, and so that's why I thought that Carol's idea was fantastic with the using the pages to create this big long collaged piece that you I mean, and look how much stuff I got out of it. I thought it might be 3 meters. I think it was about 2 and 2. How long's my table? Probably about 2 meters, probably a bit longer than 2 meters I made, and it was pretty quick. I got it done very quickly. So that's going to go there, but I do feel like it needs something else. I could put that there, but no, that's going to be kind of lost. It's all a bit one colour, isn't it? So maybe I'll come over here to where I've got a few scraps of papers and things. I might put a bit of this yummy paper. Yeah, I like that. I'll put that there. Maybe this piece is not quite as big. Maybe I like the big one. I think I like the big one. And maybe I'd like to put a... No, I don't like that. I thought I might like to balance it up there, but I didn't like it. Goodness knows why. It just didn't appeal to me. And I do feel like I've got a lot of space up here with nothing on it. So I need to find something else to put on it. Don't you love these? I love these bits. What about a bit of... I don't think I want... Oh, lace is nice, isn't it? I'm just going to cut a piece off. Let's see. Good thing I have a big table that I can have lots of stuff floating around on it. I don't know, is that doing it for me? Not really. I like it down there. I'm just going to glue it down there. I've almost covered up. What a pointless exercise it was to put that little strip of old book page under there. It's almost covered up, but you can see a tiny bit of it there. I like that. I do need something up here. I don't know if I've got anything that I can put up there. Oh, that's right. I keep thinking I'm not allowed to do this and that thing, but I am allowed to do whatever I want, aren't I? So I could get, just seeing what's in here, a label or something. I like that. It's too big. I need to print them out smaller. Got a butterfly there. No, it's too big. Oh, there's more scraps. Scraps are everywhere. Scraps just take over, don't they? I I'm sure we all have the same problem with the scraps. Oh, there's a nice flower. Just pull that out. Oh, we could add it. I'm adding more and more, aren't I? No. It's just not quite the right flower, but I'm not going to go and start searching for another flower. I'm just seeing what else. Oh, those projects. I forgot about those. Okay. Let's stop looking at other things. And I just want to see, I've got my little pouch. Where's my other little pouch that I keep? That's my plain pouch. I've got four or five pouches that sit in that box. Here it is. No, I've got 5 pouches. That's that one. This one also sits in that box. I stamped these a long time ago and I just leave them there waiting to be used. I don't think any of those are going to work. But you know what my problem is? It's very brown. It's very monotone. So no, I'm just wasting your time, aren't I? What about if we go to, where's Tracy's thing gone? Here. I think I'll just go to something here maybe. I feel like I need something with a bit of colour. That might be too big, that one. Could even have it, oh, I quite like that. Could even have it coming off. So I'll cut it out quickly. It's always good to have these things ready to go. Now the other thing, I really have so much fun doing these. I guess like chatting away to myself. There's nobody here. And I mean, anybody who didn't know what I do would think I'm mad. So I could put it, I think I've got, so the reason why I like it there, but my issue is all of this space here. This is just, I don't know why that's bothering me. So I would put it over there. And I think I will have it. I'm not going to center it. I think I'm going to trim it. I won't throw that piece out because you can put that somewhere else, you see. And put that there. Yeah, you know, it's just so much fun. It's really quite bizarre. It's fun. Just, I don't know if anybody else who's doing YouTube channel videos, it's quite fun, isn't it? Just sitting here crafting and chatting like your friends are there. But you're actually by yourself and you're just talking to no one, like a mad person. There we go. I like that. I like the writing because this is all old worldly sort of feeling about it, and the writing there sort of reminds me of old things. I don't know why. I'm not making a lot of sense today. So we'll do another one. And yes, that's my whole point. I could never get to the point, do I? Just start saying things and never get to the point. And I'm quite happy with the back of that one. So there we go. And they'll all be stitched around. The whole point of the thing is that I'm saying is I enjoy myself so much that I end up doing ridiculously long videos. I like that there, you see. That's why you don't throw those things out. Oh, I quite like that. Quite like that. Where's that fabric that I had? Oh, here's a piece. I might like a piece of fabric. Don't know, fabric always just does it for me, doesn't it? It might be because I love fabric. No. Let's try something else. Okay, so we've got those two. We could have something stamped. No. What about a bird? Sorry, just all of a sudden my mind just pops over to something else. That bird's too big, I think. Got some other birds here. I like the colour in that one. No, it's too big. I don't think those birds are going to work. I don't think the bramble, whatever it is, the fox tree trot book or whatever it's called, is going to be any good. I'm just going to go in this big bird book. I'm sorry if you can't see, and see if there's any, oh gosh, cute little ducks. If there's anything in here, I really do need to do some fussy cutting, don't I? Actually, I've got a lot of birds. Talk about a scatterbrain. I've got a lot of birds over here in my ephemera folder that sits behind my sewing machine, and I keep forgetting about it because it sits behind the sewing machine, and I just completely forget that it's there. Now I've got all of these things. I think oh, I like that. I printed these things from the Graphics Fairy. I've gone totally off on it. How many tangents have I gone off on them with this little project? Put that there. That there. No. Lace. What about some lace? I love this lace. I just use the netting part, so it's there but not there. I always grab this type of thing when I'm at the antique market. I always grab it because I love the old netting. I didn't even check, I just glued it down. How about that? Yeah, I think that's already on sticky paper, that one. But what I will do is on the bottom half just run it over the glue. Bottom half, I said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I got these from the Graphics Fairy. Pretty sure, but I can't be 100% sure because I've had them for a long time. Put that there. Oh, crooked, doesn't matter. Put that up there. I was thinking I might even then like this. I don't want to cover up the whole Palazzo Vecchio. No, I'll do it without that. I think I'll just I need to put that on straight, don't I? I don't know if I can get it off now. Can I? Oh, I did. Okay, it was annoying me. I need to put some more glue under there. Glue all of that back down properly. There we go, because the poor thing got pulled up. Use my card. That'll help me. There we go. Get some more glue. I now put glue all over this. Oh. See, I'm trying not to waste time, and I'm making a mess. Okay. There we go, that's better. I had it totally in the wrong position in my haste. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that little piece there, I think. Move it up slightly. Yeah, that's going to be cute. That can be a little pocket. Just wondering, do I want anything else? Don't you hate it when I say that? I might like, what I might like is a little bit of, oh, now that we've got some colour happening on there, would we like a little thing like that? No, I don't think we do. Okay, but I might like some, and now I've lost it. My other folder, where's it gone? Oh, it's just behind there, I haven't lost it, it's here. Talk about disorganisation. I just love the colour of these book pages from the 1800s. I think I quite like that there. Yes, I think I like it there. I'm going to put it there. I just felt like it needed something else. I love the colour, I love the script. I just like adding them to things. Put that there. There we go. And that will be stitched around. So there's that one. They're the three things I've made. Do I want to do another one? No, maybe I'll let you go. This is going to be a pocket, this one. No, it's, oh, well, it's collaged on the back, isn't it? Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? It can be a pocket. I'll make them tags, these ones. The next time around, I'll make these, well, that one can be a pocket. I'm not so excited about the back of that one. And actually, instantly, I like that bird. I might just tear a bit more off. I think that's what I didn't like about the bird. Too much around it. So I could put the bird there. Yes, I like that. just grab a piece of this while I'm at it. I like a little bit of text somewhere. Put my text here. Maybe I like it coming over the bird. I do. There we go. This one's just sort of fallen into place, hasn't it? Well, some of you might disagree, but I like it. And I'll just hold that. Oh, that was see, that was good for the back of a tag, but it doesn't matter. And so yeah, I'll take that page out and keep that for the back of things. This is why you end up with so many book pages. I'm going to glue this down. Oops, nearly lost my piece. And then add one more thing. So there's my bird. I like that. I like the colours. I don't know, I just like it. And I just want to glue that, although it will be stitched, so that'll be alright. And I'm going to put that there. I don't care that it goes over the flowers. I like the contrast. Don't want to cover up all that little doily there. Okay, make sure it's kind of straight. And put a flower there, but that's the wrong colour. I was just thinking I might grab a Tracy sort of specimen. I mean, these labels, you know, I said it even before I went away to Australia that I was going to be sticking these labels everywhere. Well, that's the truth. They are going everywhere. Here we go. Here's the nature definitions labels. And I love it that, you know, I love it when you can really mix and match things. Try to keep that tidy. I tidied it up yesterday. You can, you know, you can use a bit of this and a bit of that from all over the place. So it helps with, you know, the pain of purchasing lots of things, doesn't it? Because you can sort of use things everywhere, so you're getting good value for your money. See, if I'd already cut these up and put them in my ephemera folder, I'd be able to use them because they'd be on my table, wouldn't I? In my other project. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. Oh, look at that. I love that. It's done. It's done. It's a job done. That was a quick one. So there we go. If I can get my eyes onto the glue. Right. There. Well, I was thinking I'll put it there, or would I put it there? No, there, because that's there. There we go. There's a journaling card, and that could be even be like you could stitch a piece of fabric there and hinge it, and can flip out and hinge. I like that. Okay, so I think I'll end the video off there. That's enough. That's enough of that for you guys. So look at all the pieces that I've got here. I'll have to put those in a container. All of these pieces from about 2 meters of collaged book pages all together. So even if you have a smaller book, you can get perfect length tags. If you've got a bigger book, you can cut a bit off as well. So just you know, you sort of just decide the size, whatever feels good. So that's those, all of those to work on. And then this is the first tag we did. It took me a while, didn't it? But look at the back. I love that, how it went when I cut it out. And then this was the second one. Love the feel of that one too. Nice long tag. And then, oh, I did 4 things. I forgot about that. This is going to be like a little pocket, I think. Yeah, that one's going to be a pocket. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. I just need to stitch around it. And then this one is going to be a journaling card there. Could collage something possibly on the back a little bit to sort of blend all of that in a bit more, but I absolutely love it. So there we go. So that's my video on what to do with some of these. And then of course, as I mentioned, I've chopped them all up, but you could also, because I decoupaged on both sides, it's quite thick. So you wouldn't fold it and put it in a book necessarily, because you'll get a gator mouth sort of book, but you could hinge them with a piece of paper like I did in the previous video with the decoupaged napkin papers. And oh, these could be nice to decoupage with napkins as well. I might try that as well one day. So there we go. So thank you for watching. There's a few ideas for you, and I hope everybody is well. And if you could let me know, what are your thoughts about the 100-day project? What should be done? And I will see you again soon. Oh, I can't even remember when it starts. I better look that up. Anyway, I better go. Bye.